Hello, my students, welcome back. Let's continue. Okay, let's start Unit 10, Macmillan, reading lesson. This is the first lesson in Unit 10. Okay, read. Okay, let's start in the new words. Sorry. Okay, read after me. A torch, 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 a torch. Okay, as you see in the picture, old torch and new torch. A small electric light carried in the hand. A small electric light carried in the hand, as you see, the torch, the light. And this is the old torch, and we will talk about it today. Okay, a small electric light or small light carried in the hand. Torch, torch. Okay. Number 2, an artist. An artist. 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 Artist is the person. Is a person. The artist is a person. A person who works on painting, whose job is to draw and color pictures, as you see in the picture here. Here is an artist. Artist is a person who works on painting, whose job is to draw and color pictures, as you see. So an artist is a person, okay? Next, pharaoh, pharaoh. H is silent, don't say it. Pharaoh, pharaoh, pharaoh. We can plural it, okay? It's countable. Pharaohs. You can say it pharaohs. The pharaoh is the ancient Egyptians who lived in Egypt in the past. Okay, the ancient Egyptians who lived in Egypt in the past, as you see in the picture. These are the ancient Egyptians. Pharaohs, pharaohs, pharaohs. Okay, next. A photographer, a photographer, a photographer. We have two ph letters, f sound. Photographer. The photographer is a person too. It's like a job. A person who takes photographs, especially as a business or an art. Photographer, as I told you, it's like a job. Okay, the photographer is a person who takes photographs, especially as a business or an art, as you see in this picture here. He uses camera to take some pictures. Okay. Next, tomb. Tomb. P silent. Tomb. A tomb. A tomb. A large decorated place in the ground where a dead person is buried. Okay, after someone died, we buried him inside or in the ground. Okay. So this is like a large decorated place or room under the ground. Okay, this is a tomb for the ancient Egyptians, maybe sometimes Egyptians or Roman or any, but it's an old tomb for an old persons or Egyptians or Roman. So a large tomb is a large decorated. Decorated means has decoration inside it, paintings and these things. Place in the ground where a dead person is buried. Tomb. Tomb. Be silent. Okay. Adjective. Poor. Poor. Poor is an adjective. Poor. Poor. Okay, this word to describe a person who doesn't have or he has a little money. Poor people. Poor. Having little money, as you see in the picture. He doesn't have any money. Okay? Having little money. poor or no money. The opposite of poor is rich. Rich, 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 having a lot of money. The opposite of poor. I know that all of you know poor and rich. These are adjectives to describe things. Okay? Expensive, it's an adjective too. Expensive, expensive. Repeat after me. Expensive, expensive. Adjective means cost a lot of money. Costs a lot of money. If something is expensive, it makes you to pay a lot of money to buy it. Okay, to pay a lot of money to buy this thing, this expensive thing. So we have an expensive car here, very expensive car. Expensive. The opposite of expensive is cheap. Yes, cheap. Cheap cost little money. Cheap cost means cost little money. It's an adjective to describe the nouns. This car is cheap. This car is very cheap. Okay? So expensive, cheap. Poor, rich. The opposites. Okay? See the next. The next is our lesson. Before we start listening or before we start reading the lesson, we used to look at the pictures and talk about it. Stop the video and try to talk about this photo, this picture. We have two men. Maybe they are very old men, ancient men. From the past means from the past. They are painting. Okay, they are painting and drawing on a wall. It may be a cave, and someone or one of them is holding a torch to be able to see. Okay, let's see the next picture. Yes, we saw, I think, this picture before. It's on unit 9 maybe. Okay, this is an old picture for an ancient Egyptian. You can see it in tomb and these things in some places. If you went to Aswan maybe, or these places here in Cairo, in Egypt. Okay, next picture. A picture of family maybe. It's old family, I think. It's a room. I can see cupboard and wall and mirrors. Okay, maybe I think they look rich. They look rich, I think. Okay, another picture here. They are. I saw some men here. I think they have cameras, and they are in like jungle or forest. They are in open place. The color is this photo is not a color, so it's old photo, but it took from a camera. Okay, and here is a new photo, a new photo or picture here. It's a family. It's colored photo. So it's a new photo. It's from a camera, digital camera, maybe digital camera. And this is a very new camera, and this is a mobile phone with a camera. Maybe you can take this photo from this camera or your mobile phone. Okay. So this that was about the pictures. So now please listen to the audio of our lesson.
CD 2, Track 1, Unit 10. Pictures.
Pictures.
People like to have pictures of their families and friends. They have pictures of places they visit and things they like too. They can get these pictures easily. It was not always like this. The first people made pictures inside caves. They made colors from earth and rocks. They painted pictures of men and animals. They lit torches in caves. The torches gave them light. Then they could see when they were painting. Some cave paintings are 30,000 years old. The tombs of the pharaohs had many paintings on the walls. The paintings told the story of the pharaoh's life. These paintings are 3,000 years old. Later, people painted on walls in cities and towns. The pictures often told the story of something important. The paintings were for everyone to look at. Rich people wanted to have pictures in their homes. Artists painted pictures of their families and their favorite things. Poor people did not have pictures of anything. Only rich people could pay the artists. The paintings were expensive because they took a long time to do. About 200 years ago, a few people made pictures with cameras. The pictures were not very good, and they were not in color. Slowly the pictures got better. These were the first photographs. People liked them because the photographers could make them quickly. They could make cheap copies too, and more people could buy them. They bought photographs of other countries. They found out about different people. Newspapers had photographs, and people saw pictures of what was happening all over the world. Photographs and cameras got even better. Lots of people bought their own cameras. They took pictures in color. They took pictures of their families, their friends, and their holidays. Now people take pictures with a digital camera. People download these pictures onto their computers. They email them to friends all over the world. Some people take pictures with their mobile phones. A person could take a picture of a cave painting with a mobile phone. Then he could send it to a friend's phone in just a few seconds.
Okay, so you listened to the audio. If you want to listen it again, go back to the video, to this video, and listen to the audio again. Now, time for explaining. I will read and explain some vocabularies or sentences here. So the title is Pictures. Pictures. People like to have pictures of their families and friends. They have pictures of places they visit and things they like to. They can get these pictures easily. It was not always like this. Okay, so we are talking now about the pictures in general, pictures. Okay, let's talk about the pictures from the beginning. From the beginning. The first people means the old people in the past. The first people made pictures, as you see in this picture here, made pictures inside caves. They made colors from earth and rocks. Earth is like the ground. They took the colors from the ground. Okay? From earth, the dust and mud. Okay? Earth and rocks. They painted pictures of men and animals. So they draw inside the caves. They draw men and animals inside it. They lit torches in caves. They lit torches in caves. The torches gave them light. The torches gave them light. This is the kind of torch, very old torch. Then they could see when they were painting because of the torch. They lit the torch because they wanted to see and paint. Some cave paintings are 30,000 years old. 30,000 years old, very old. Okay, let's see the next. The tombs of the pharaohs had many paintings on the wall. The paintings told the story of the pharaoh's life. These paintings on the wall tell us or tells story about their life. These paintings are 3,000 years old. Later, people painted on walls in cities and towns. The pictures often told the story of something. Any picture told a story of something. Something important. The paintings were for everyone to look at. Everyone can look at paintings. Okay. Here, rich people wanted to have pictures in their homes. Okay? Artists painted pictures of their families and their favorite things. So, the artist can, or in the past, could paint pictures of the rich people's families and their favorite things. But poor people didn't have pictures of anything. Only rich people could pay the artists. Why? Why it's hard for poor people to pay for the pictures? Why? The paintings were expensive. They were expensive. The paintings, these pictures were very expensive because they took a long time to do. These paintings, it's expensive, are expensive. Why? Because they took a long time to do, to be finished. Next. Yes, about 200 years ago, a few people made pictures with cameras. The pictures were not very good and they were not in color. Slowly, after that, the pictures got better and better. These were the first photographs. These are the first photographs. People liked them because the photographers could make them quicker than the paintings, of course. They could make cheap copies, and more people could buy them. They bought photographs of other countries. They found out about different people. Okay, newspapers had photographs, and people saw pictures of what was happening all over the world. So in newspaper you can find photographs, and you could know what's happening inside the world or all over the world. Photographs and cameras got even better. Lots of people bought their own cameras. They took pictures in color. They took pictures of their families, their friends, and their holidays. Nowadays, people take pictures with a digital camera. People download these pictures onto their computers. They email them. Email means send them by email. They email them to friends all over the world by the internet. Some people take pictures with their mobile phones. Yes. A person could take a picture of a cave painting with a mobile phone. Okay? So the person now could take a picture of a cave painting with a mobile phone. Then he could send it to a friend's phone in just a few seconds. Okay? Okay, very good. Thank you for watching. See you next session, inshallah.